people. Welcome to my newest live stream. Twitch, thank you for being here. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. Make sure you follow me on my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube. Also follow me on my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Vimeo, and my podcast, which is now on Apple Podcasts. I just got approved for Apple Podcasts, so it's now on Apple, Spotify, and other platforms. Anchor. This reading is going to be on Dan Schneider. All right. If you don't know who Dan Schneider is, I'll give you a brief recap. Dan Schneider is a Disney executive, I suppose. He was a Disney executive, or a producer, something like that. He is known for producing or executing whatever he does. Shows such as iCarly, The Amanda Bynes Show, Drake and Josh. So if you're from that time period or from, that era, those shows, India, what's the name? Ariana Grande was on Nickelodeon. So there's a lot of stars that have come from Nickelodeon that worked with Dan Schneider. Amanda Bynes was on Nickelodeon, and if you remember, Amanda Bynes had this whole weird Britney Spears situation, a couple of years ago. Not to laugh, but speaking of Britney Spears, Jamie Spears also, I think, worked with Dan Schneider on Zoe 101, Britney Spears' sister, and then she got pregnant. So there's a lot of weird things with Dan Schneider. So I just want to kind of read the energy around him. Once again, if you want a personal reading, I am available for personal readings on my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. So definitely visit my website to purchase a reading from me. I do past life readings, birth chart readings, psychic tarot readings, and more. Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of this deck, many past reading. In Jesus' name I pray and thank you. Amen, amen, amen. Before I go on, though, I want to check my Twitch and make sure the video quality is good, because the last time I streamed, the video quality was choppy, so I switched up some things in the back end, and I want to see if it's smooth now. Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of this deck, many past reading. In Jesus' name I pray and thank you. Amen, amen, amen. Aside from being a psychic, I am also a little techie at heart. So, many past reading. In Jesus' name I pray and thank you. Amen, amen, amen. I thought I made this silent. Okay. It seems that the video quality is good, so I'm happy with that. We're good. It seems that the video quality is good, so good. So now, let's go ahead and get on with the reading. Let's say a quick prayer. Thank you, Father God, for cleansing and clearing the energy of this space from any past readings. Thank you for allowing me to get a good reading on Dan Schneider. Thank you for speaking through me. Thank you for protecting my energy, my thoughts, my mind, and my emotions, my space. Thank you for protecting the energy, thoughts, minds, emotions, and spaces of those watching this video. In Jesus' name I pray and thank you. Thank you for speaking through me, and thank you for allowing me to see the truth of the situation. Amen, amen, amen. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull a card to see what crowns the reading, what crowns the energy for Dan Schneider, and then we'll go on. It looks like we have a message. Maybe I can pull it up on my phone so I don't have to go all the way up to the screen and see what this person says. But thank you for being here, whoever this person is in the room. Oh, it's not showing me. Let me see what you said, because I cannot read from this far. Let's see. Want to become famous by followers. Oh, it's a troll. See, I'm still learning Twitch, so I didn't know, okay, those are trolls here on Twitch. Interesting. Okay, well, thank you for being here, troll. I'm not interested in buying what you're selling, but, you can stick around. So we're going to go ahead and pull a card and see what's crowning Dan Schneider. And let's see. This is my new thing. If you get personal readings from me, this is what I typically do is I pull a crowning card at the beginning. It's like the theme of the reading. So what's the crowning card for Dan Schneider? What messages does Spirit have for him? Interesting. I got oracle cards. Might be too bright. I don't know. Oracle cards. It says you are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. So I'm wondering if Dan Schneider himself goes to psychics, is a psychic himself, maybe reads cards himself, maybe he's into the spiritual realm, the spiritual world. Um, I'm thinking he's into psychics, actually. I'm thinking he might be into psychics or he might be into the spiritual realm. I don't know if he necessarily does this himself, but I do feel like he either goes to psychics, astrologers, and or he himself may be psychic, but I do get like, I get more so dreams. I get like something like that. Like maybe I get dreams. Maybe he does have dreams, in terms of premonitions. Maybe he does see things before they happen, kind of thing. I do get something psychic about him, ironically. Very interesting. So this is the card that crowns him, so we'll go ahead and put that there. Oracle cards. Didn't expect that one. But let's see. All right. I think this guy goes to psychics. I don't know why I also get a daughter. Like a daughter? Does he have a children or a daughter? Like I get a young woman around him maybe who reads cards, who's a psychic, who's an astrologer, who can read tea leaves or something like that. I'm wondering if this is like an assistant, like someone who works for him, around him, or is this someone he goes to? I feel like this may also be a part of his culture. I'm not sure what culture he's from. Anyway, Dan Schneider. I really didn't expect for that card to come out. That's interesting. All right, what messages do the angels, ancestors, protectors, and spirit guides have for or about Dan Schneider? Of course, the immediate thing I'm hearing is sexual scandal. But I feel like a lot of sexual scandals, follow or have followed this guy, not just allegedly with minors or underage people. I feel like there's something maybe with other coworkers or something like that. And it feels like to me this may relate to him maybe being demoted at Nickelodeon. I want to say Disney, but being demoted at Nickelodeon because I think he was demoted. If I'm correct. If I'm not correct, let me know in the comments below or in the chat. I think he may have been demoted. I think he may have been demoted because it looks like I got a reading to do, so I can't be on too long. But I think he may have been demoted. The first card I'm getting is the Five of Coins. Fives deal with communication, intellect, and the mind. Ironically, fives also deal with children from the ages of a young child to a young adult. So around the age of, a young child, maybe, 2 or 4 to the ages of 18 or 21. But the Five of Coins can also denote a loss of money. So there is a loss of money due to issues with minors or underage people, young people. I do get something like that. I hear allegedly. Allegedly, I should say allegedly. There is something though, I get something about gaining access to these young adults is what I'll say through like their interests outside of their job, outside of the acting world. So it's like getting to know, these young adults and getting to know their hobbies, their interests, their dislikes, kind of getting in their head. I get something like that, like as a way of like connecting with them, or hey, I notice you're interested in that. Like, I think that's really cool. I like that too. It's like that kind of thing. And I'm wondering because if you know, I don't know if you can see, but there's a young girl in the oracle cards picture. I don't know if you can see. It's like a young girl with angel wings. Oh my lord. But oh my god, I hate this camera. This camera's so annoying. It's a young girl with angel wings. I don't know why you can't see the card, but it's a young girl with angel wings. And I get something about like hobbies, like interests outside of the job, interests outside of what he should be focusing on with these young adults at hand. It's like as an adult, and if you're working with someone younger who may be allegedly underage, it's like there's certain things, boundaries you should and should not cross, especially if you're working in a professional environment. And there's something where Dan Schneider, I feel like, did cross these boundaries. And I'm not just talking sexually and things of that nature. The MOLSET word and stuff like that. Like, I'm not just talking about that. Allegedly, I'm talking about just crossing boundaries. It's like, like why are you asking about this young person's personal life, when they're just your employee really, in the grand scheme of things. I do get something like that. Just making people uncomfortable or just uncomfortableness around him is what I get in young people. I do get the Empress showing up, or the Empress showing up in his place in the money, um, economic security. Not quite sure who this Empress is yet. This could be someone going after his money. To me, it feels more so like someone who is maybe connected to money with him in some way, like almost like this Empress may be protecting him, kind of thing. Um, mm. I wonder if this guy is connected to the spiritual realm, though, in some way. I do. I get the Ace of Cups in his placement of communication, intellect, the mind, children. He does have a knack for understanding children's mentality, understanding young people and what will make them laugh, what will make them, their emotions, how to pull the emotional strings of children or young people. And I just keep getting something about like connecting. It does feel like grooming to me, like almost like a grooming energy. You know how like I don't know if you know, but like I've personally have never been abused, by an adult as a young person, but there's definitely been as a young person situations where there's definitely been uncomfortable situations with as me as a 14 or 10-year old with adults older than me, obviously with adults who it's like they're asking me certain questions, as a 10 or 14, 12-year old, and it's like you kind of know as a young person you shouldn't be asking me these questions, because you're an adult. And but it's like you don't really know, so you just go with it as a young person. It's just like there's something like that with Dan Schneider that I get. Like it's just like overstepping boundaries, like relating to the youth, but in a creepy kind of way is what I'm getting. Um, I get the Three of Wands connected to emotions. All right, the home, family. Threes deal with Jupiter. Threes deal with long distance travel, higher education, higher learning, the truth. There could be three specific people hoping that the truth comes out, or charging forward for the truth concerning maybe Dan. It feels like emotional though. Like it feels like a lot of maybe emotional issues. Like maybe there's been like emotional abuse, rather than other forms of abuse. I'm getting emotional abuse is what I'm getting. I'm getting that. That's what I'm getting. I get the Hanged Man, his placement of creativity. Once again, children. There's something out there where his fate with children, his fate with creativity, his fate with being able to create, to be creative, to continue to live out his dreams is in limbo. I don't know if there are cases already out there that are like pending, or if there are cases that he's hoping don't come through. Situations that he's hoping don't come through. Kind of feels like both to me. So I feel like he's at a place right now where it's like he doesn't want to move until either whatever pending cases he has are, kind of over with, or until he figures out, okay, is what I'm hoping doesn't come to light, or what I've done in the dark, doesn't I'm what I'm hoping I've done in the dark doesn't come to light. Like he's waiting to see is that going to happen? Like is more stuff going to come out, or can I kind of silently work in the background? Like there's just he's trying to figure out how to move. In terms of business, in terms of creativity, like that's the energy I get. Who's in the room? Hello, can I have a reading? Yes, if you would like a personal reading, you can check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. All right? That's my website. I am available for personal readings, and yeah, I would love to read for you. So, thank you for that. That was a good segue. All right, let's move on. That was a good promotion segue, I mean, but let's get back into the reading. All right, so I get the Prince of Coins in his placement of job, work. Prince of Coins is a young male. This would be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or a Virgo specifically. Could have this energy in their chart. Is there drama around a young male with Dan Schneider? And I get maybe that this person is either young now. Pages typically are, once again, it's that young kind of Mercury energy. It's, from young childhood to, 18 or 21. So there's something maybe with this young male around that age. I don't know if he's in this age range now or if it was back then. There's something like that. I get the Two of Coins. There's something with Dan where he's trying to figure out who he can or can't trust at this time, particularly when it pertains to business. He has to be very careful. It's almost like, he's walking through a forest and he has to be very careful of, not stepping on bear traps or, keeping watch for any poisonous snakes that he, may, disrupt or, it's like that kind of energy where you're walking on eggshells. But I feel particularly this for him deals with interpersonal relationships and business relationships. I get the Emperor in the placement of growth, sex, sexuality. This could mean some sort of abuse. Could have some validity to it, allegedly. This could also mean, though, he will come out in some way, not necessarily unscathed, but I think he's going to figure out a way to remain in the business, but maybe out of the public eye. That's what I get. I also get something about rallying support from other people in the business. I get something like that. Like almost where he's campaigning his personal relationships to like support him in some way. I get the Moon though in the placement of long distance travel. I'm wondering if there's secrets overseas or secrets. I think there may be more that maybe comes out. Or he's hoping more doesn't come out though. He's hoping it doesn't come out. This could also deal with foreign affairs, his own philosophies or beliefs. Like there's something like that. I'm wondering what kind of culture is Dan Schneider from or grew up in. I get the Lovers in his placement of social status, professional destiny. The business loves him, like he's really good at what he does. And because of that, the business loves him, but there's something about him needing to go undercover. So I feel like he may start just doing things more behind the scenes, or, and this could be a little, crazy, but I always say it's crazy and it comes true. I don't know. I feel like he could change his name. You know how like some celebrities like have stage names. Like it's something like that where it's like if it becomes too problematic that he can't even use his name, Dan, in the credits of like a movie or something like that or a TV show without backlash. Like he may like he's always gonna figure out a way to kind of like find a loophole. Like that's what I get. I get the Ten of Coins. He does have people who are, supportive of him and the work that he does. Um, I do get something where he goes after weak ones, any kind of alleged weird behavior, you know, um, he may go after the weak ones, something like that. But the last card I get is the Ten of Wands. So karma's always going to follow him. Like you may be able to get away with certain things in the physical realm and the earthly realm, but the spiritual realm is different. So there's something spiritually where it may seem like this guy has, everything okay on the outside and he's being untouched, but spiritually there's something about like this guy in the end where it could all come crashing down in a tower like style. Interestingly enough, even though this is the Ten of Wands, this could show up maybe in 12. It could be 12 days, it could be 12 hours, but to me it feels more so like 12 weeks, 12 months, maybe a year's time. This could specifically be around the month of February, March, April, maybe of 2022. Maybe we could hear something about him, or just within 12 weeks, 12 months time from now. That's what I'm getting. I get a Ten of Wands moment. I think he's hoping something doesn't come out, or something else doesn't come out, but something comes out. Maybe that's why I get change of name, like, because I feel like he might have to change his name or go under like some sort of pseudonym, something like that. But what's interesting to me is the oracle cards. Once again, crowning card. I think this guy's psychic, or he goes to psychics. I think that's why, and he might even do some sort of rituals allegedly or magic to maintain and protect. But I think that's why in the end I get is the Ten of Wands. You know, he's very good at evading prosecution, I guess we'll say. But one thing you can't evade is spirit. All right. All right, Dan, that's what I have for you. I wish you the best. Thank you so much for listening and watching. If you would like a personal reading, definitely check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Love and light. I have to go do a personal reading now. I have a client who I think just purchased a reading. So I'm going to, go do that, upload this video to YouTube, and, go do what I do. So love and light. I'll see you in the next one. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the video, follow me on my Twitch. Follow me also on my Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Vimeo, my podcast, Spotify, Apple, Anchor, and other platforms as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Love and light.